Right now, family members and friends are in Chinatown paying their respects to a homeless man who was beaten mercilessly in his sleep. Chuen Kwok was one of 4 men killed earlier this month while sleeping on the streets. And they're part of the more than 60,000 men, women, and children who will be on the streets tonight. News 4's Myles Miller is in Chinatown. Myles sat down with the NYPD Police Commissioner James O'Neill. Myles, you discussed how the NYPD is trying to keep the homeless population safe.
And what was most interesting about that interview is what Police Commissioner James O'Neill said. He referenced the killing of Chuen Kwok, and he says the death could have been prevented if the NYPD and other law enforcement avenues, including the courts, may have intervened with his killer. Earlier this month, 4 homeless men were beaten to death as they slept in Chinatown. The alleged assailant, Randy Santos, who was also homeless, is accused of killing the men with a metal pipe. Police Commissioner James O'Neill told News 4 it was clear to law enforcement and the courts that Santos had been unraveling, but no one intervened.
Over a year, he became progressively more violent. You know, there has to be a threshold established when we make that determination that someone should not be on the street.
That's an option under the state's Kendra law, which gives judges the power to force mentally ill people to undergo psych treatment.
We have to make sure that we are using Kendra's law appropriately and make sure that we are taking the people that are a danger to themselves and to others off the street. And we have programs where we can put them where they can be safe.
The murders put a spotlight on a rash of other violent crimes involving the homeless. Last week, a homeless man assaulted a 6-year-old boy in Queens in an unprovoked attack.
Obviously, they're troubling to me and to all New Yorkers. If there are crimes that occur, if there's violations that occur, they need to be addressed. But I think this is a societal issue. This is not just a police issue.
In the past 5 years, homelessness has soared in the city. In 2014, 47,918 people lived in city shelters. As of this month, that number is 60,000, with 4,000 living on city streets.
We're making contacts each and every day with the homeless population. There's thousands of contacts year to date. And when we get someone to accept services, we have to make sure that those services are meaningful.
And as we first reported last week, on Friday, the mayor has ordered a top-to-bottom review of emergency outreach efforts for the homeless. And that is the very latest live here in Chinatown. I'm Myles Miller, News 4 New York.
Thank you for watching this video from NBC4 New York. You can subscribe by tapping the button below me, and on the left you can see our latest updates, investigations, and digital exclusives. We'll see you next time.